This is Linda with Raw Recipe Box, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a fun recipe that I've been experimenting with. It's banana fruit leather with a strawberries and cream sauce and strawberry glaze over top. So to start off with, you would start with the banana fruit leather, and that's really easy to make. It's just going to be about 8 bananas. Put it in your Vitamix or Blendtec with about a half a cup of water. Blend it up and put it on your dehydrator sheet really thin, and dehydrate it overnight. About 12 to 15 hours is about what it takes. And when it's finished, it'll look something like this. So you want to make sure that it's when it's finished, it's pliable. See how we can roll it, but it's not brittle. So this is the fruit leather, and now I'll show you how to make the sauce that we'll put in the fruit leather. So this is a strawberries and cream sauce, and to make creams I love to use cashews. So these are cashews that I've soaked overnight so that they're soft and easy to cream up. And I'm going to put about a cup of cashews in the Vitamix with about 3/4 of a cup of water. So we'll just put them all in. About a cup. And just enough water. We don't want this to be runny, we just want it to be nice and creamy. So I'm going to start with about a half a cup of water and then add more to it if needed. Okay, just cream this up. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need just a little bit more water. So this is about the consistency that we want. It's really nice and creamy and not super runny, but not super thick either. So from here we're going to make this. Now the reason I like using cashews is because we can go from here and we can make either something savory like a cashew cheese, or we can make something sweet like the sweet sauce that I'm going to show you. So to make the sauce, we're going to put in about a half a cup of honey, and we'll put about 2 tablespoons of either coconut oil or coconut butter. Whatever you have on hand. Coconut oil is, of course, just the oil extracted from the coconut. The butter, if you have access to the coconut butter, it's the flesh and the oil, so it makes things a little bit creamier and thicker. I really like to use the coconut butter, so I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that. Okay, and then, of course, our strawberries. And I've got some really big strawberries here, so I would say we're measuring well over a cup, maybe 2 cups of strawberries. And I'm just going to put the whole thing in, the greens and all, because the greens give you that extra, it gives you the extra greens in your diet, and it's good for balancing your pH. So just put a bunch of strawberries in there. And I also like to use the juice of a lemon, because then it kind of gives it a little bit of a tangy tart flavor to it. That's a pretty big juicy lemon, so I'll just use a half of a lemon. Okay. And then we'll blend this all up. Okay, so now you can see that it's really a nice nice sauce here. And I'll taste it, make sure that it tastes good. That's perfect. I think actually I might put in a little bit more honey. Okay, I'm going to put in a little bit more honey. So we're actually going to use closer to 3/4 of a cup of honey. Okay. Taste. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, and there we have our strawberries and cream sauce. Okay, so now that we have the strawberries and cream sauce made, we're going to put it all together. So what I did with the fruit leather was just cut it into 3 strips, like this. Okay, and we're going to take each strip and cut that into 3s. So we've got a bunch of little squares like this. And then we're just going to take the squares and roll them into little teeny tiny, well, we call these monkey bones because they're little teeny tiny bones. And then just make sure your hands are really clean because you're going to dip them. So kind of push it together so it stays together like that. And then dip them in the sauce as far as you can. Okay, and then we're going to freeze them. So we'll just make a whole bunch of these, put it in there, and then freeze the little monkey bones. And while those are being frozen, I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry sauce. So when they come out of the freezer, then we can put a strawberry glaze on top and they're delicious. So while those are freezing, we're going to make the strawberry glaze. And this is mostly just strawberries. So just put a big handful of strawberries in your blender. I would say about like that will be plenty. Okay. And then we're going to put 2 tablespoons of honey. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice. So we'll take the other half of that lemon and just squeeze it in with the strawberries. That should be enough water to get the blades moving. If it's not, you might want to add just a teaspoon of water. Okay. And then there's a little glaze. That's so good. Okay, so now they're frozen, so I'm just going to take a couple of them out so you can see what they look like here. And then we're just going to drizzle a little bit of the sauce on top. And they're ready to go. And you can just pick them up with your fingers if you want. You know, they're delicious.